Hello everyone, welcome to Sunburned Albino Plays the Ace Attorney Trilogy, episode 73, I think, or maybe it's 2, I don't remember. It's something. I could look, actually. Because the last one I uploaded was 71, and then I recorded one after that was 72, and now I'm recording this one, which is 73. Okay, let's keep it going.
Nick, this is terrible. What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak.
Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time.
I'm going to turn on the TV.
We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, Mask the Mask. Mask the Mask? According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lordly Taylor?
Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet!
Treasure? Lordly Taylor? You don't think...
Yes! Now get up, Nick! It was stolen! By Mask to Mask! Our most valuable treasure! The Crane's sacred urn was stolen!
What? Refresh my memory a little. What's this sacred urn?
It's only the most important treasure in Crane Village, that's all! Look, it's right there on this poster. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Crane channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought that urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Huh? Well... Gee, there are some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick?
That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Crane Village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn. It turned out to be an important clue in that case.
It was terrible. I was arrested and everything.
1 year ago, the murder in Crane Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spiritual channelings. And this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence.
Mr. Nick? Would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember, this urn used to say Amy on it. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well.
Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts, spelling either.
Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later.
I can't believe it myself.
Yeah. Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next.
What's wrong with you, Nick?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, Mr. Nick? Your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you?
But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how...
The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Crane School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't.
Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the sacred urn back.
But I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer.
That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya.
Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearls' fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again?
Mask to Mask, Nick. Make a note of it. Mask to Mask.
Is she like saying the star symbol as she talks?
Mask star symbol to mask.
Okay, well, I guess we're going there then.
Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy.
But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed.
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh?
Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. It's you, and I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives?
No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here?
Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here
Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello? It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now is a good chance for you to try to remember it right.
And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick.
Yeah. Good to see you again too, I guess. Damn, did they have like a falling out we don't know about? I thought we were on good terms after the last case.
Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened?
Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn.
Mr. Gumshoe Dick! I know about that.
Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask Star Symbol Damask.
I know about that too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that?
Well, I guess I sorta kinda owe you guys, in a way. The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said, the urn was just stolen.
The scene of the crime? You mean here, right?
Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse.
Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse?
That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective.
Ace detective?
Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Mask Damask. Is he famous?
What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask Star Symbol Damask is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Mask Damask.
So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh?
And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lordly Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time.
What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the Sacred Urn?
Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something.
Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV.
So what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's Mask Damask's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them.
They didn't mention that on the news flash.
We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem.
That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday.
Thanks, I guess. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up.
So, what's he like?
Well, like I told you, Mask Damask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back.
Wow, that is impressive. All by himself?
Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy.
But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief.
Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues.
So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? Oh, let me guess, Mask Damask is the Ace Detective.
Oh, I cracked the case!
Well, there's nothing else to present to you. Let's go to the basement warehouse. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills.
That's probably because it's air-conditioned. To protect the art pieces, you know?
Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos.
Huh? What the heck does that mean? Oh. Wait, you're the ace detective? I thought we were gonna see the dude with the white hair and the mask. Oh, well, actually, I still guarantee that this dude is mask to mask, though. Let's see. He looks like the Penguin. So we could do something like
I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home.
Who are you anyway?
Shh, silence. Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What do you see?
Zvari. The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong?
Yikes! That's scary. How did you know that?
How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams.
What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it.
Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is Atme. Look at me!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Look at me!
That's the best pun name they've done yet.
Ace Detective.
Oh, hi.
Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of.
The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Oh, you said Ace Attorney. Finally.
I'm Maya Fey, Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin, and, Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice.
Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game?
Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? So are you really as famous as you say?
Of course. For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in this city that had not heard of me. Look at me! I am Mask Damask's arch enemy, the Ace Detective. Look at me! At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light.
Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick?
I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Magina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Mask to Mask, with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles.
Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward.
Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much.
So, in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise.
Oh, tell us what you know about Mask to Mask, and keep it simple, please.
Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle.
I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here in Lordly Taylor?
Naturally. Wherever Damask goes, you will find Atme laying his elegant traps.
Elegant traps? More like Damask out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway.
But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory.
I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night?
But of course. After all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio.
At first, I first received a request for my services 20 days ago. And it was 10 days ago that we received Mask Damask's calling card.
Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived?
Yes. You see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough.
That's Adrian for you.
A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized.
A calling card arrived, right?
Yes. So, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse, and waited for him, alone.
Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help?
Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops?
You've got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let Damask get away.
I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others.
Corn sealed?
Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb.
Anyway, back to what happened last night.
As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared.
But that's impossible! How could it just disappear?
How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here.
For someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself.
So you're saying that even though one came through those doors last night?
Even though on one came through... Typos, Pearly! I know you're bad at spelling, but come on.
Our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose?
That's just not possible. Let's see, a lot of pink paint going around here.
Tisk, Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior.
Huh? What do you mean?
This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs.
Could you translate that for me, Nick?
I think he pretty much said don't touch anything, amateurs.
If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask Atme. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask Damask.
What do I do now?
Does he have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know?
I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. So we must present some things to him.
I'm sorry I can't be more helpful, but I have no interest save that of finding evidence against my arch-rival.
Nah, it's okay. Nick is just a bit of a piddling evidence hog. That's his defense style.
A piddling evidence hog, you say? In that case, I'd simply be wasting my breath.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Thanks, Maya. Why couldn't you have said I was a rival and not a piddling evidence hog? Mask Damask's calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right?
Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch-rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top-secret piece of information.
Well, we've got an ace lawyer, an ace spirit medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here.
Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals.
I don't know if I really want this guy to like us, ever.
Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you too are pursuing the mysterious thief.
Well, I'm not sure I would say that exact...
That's right! We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do.
Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return them to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Atme Detective Agency.
Office of Earthly Delights?
Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do.
Wait a minute!
He's gone.
I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him.
Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office, too. Take me with you, okay?
I want to see some Earthly Delights. That pathetic-looking wooden box.
Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it!
Don't touch it! There may be clues to the thief's identity on there.
I worked so hard to make that box.
Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya?
What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fey Manor, so there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it.
Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Mask Damask had taken the box, too.
Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again?
Shishitoro!
It's literally severed branch sword in Japanese. Or so says Miss Andrews. I mean, I only see 6 branches. If you don't count the tip of the sword, which I don't. Whoa, it's pretty heavy.
1 hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword... Wasn't Mystic Amy holding it last night? Ah. And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now.
You're right. Maybe it was used to pick a lock?
Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice.
The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow.
Aha! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atme smashed Mask to Mask with it. Like this.
Youch! What the heck?
What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before.
Oh man, my head. My hair! Added to the court record. Whoops. Alright, let me look at this paint.
Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here.
I didn't do that.
Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed a color this outrageous. But this paint is already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick.
Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. It looks like it's been several days since it was spilled. Hey, look at this.
What is it?
There's some kind of shape left in the bottom left side of this stain.
Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be.
As if it's not extremely obvious. This thing used to be over here. This paint was spilled while this thing was over there. Then this thing was moved and... Does that mean there's paint on, like, the back of it?
This statue of Mystic Amy is so cool. I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office.
Hey, it's Wright & Co. How about a gold statue of me?
Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange.
Huh? What is it, Pearls?
The statue of Mystic Amy. Was this where it was last night? Ah. I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin.
So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. And yet there's no paint on it. Or at least that we can see. It says Organi.
No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last 2 letters.
Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either because this place is a mess.
Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh?
Alright, if that says organize, is this supposed to be related to this somehow? Meh, not really.
Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there?
Looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. We can see lots of big boxes and stuff. Guess that's why they were keeping the sacred urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. So what? This is a crime scene now. We've got to get Miss Andrews' permission.
Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name.
It looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them.
It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Mask to Mask.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot.
I don't know how to pull up the photos.
I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick.
Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway.
I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick?
Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. At 1 a.m. But we can't see the actual picture? Security camera, train on the big door, set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in and out.
Security camera? Oh, I'm Pearl, I don't know things. Ma'am.
Yeah, go stand in front of the door to snap your photo too. Do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face.
Like this?
Yeah, okay. Well, if there's nothing else... then I guess we should move.
Hey, Nick, your cell phone's ringing.
Beep. Hello, Phoenix Wright here. Oh, it's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What is it? What's so funny?
I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective's met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him.
You caught him? Are you saying... You captured Mask to Mask?
Bingo.
I mean, this mask is kind of... I feel like it couldn't be the Ace Detective because his nose is too big. Like, that would not fit in this mask. So if it turns out that he is in fact Mask to Mask, then just know that that is a plot hole.
Bingo. Well, actually, he's surrendered. But I still got him.
Mask to Mask surrendered?
That's great! So when can we come and pick up the Sacred Urn?
Well, you see, I was gonna tell you.
What? Something wrong?
Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime?
The detention center? Or the detention center?
He wants to talk to you. Mask to mask, that is.
What? He wants to talk to Nick?
Are we gonna represent Mask to Mask? He's gonna be like, yeah, I did those other 4 heists, but I didn't do the 5th one! Ugh.
I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon.
Beep. Although maybe he didn't do the 4th one either, and that's the one that was flubbed because some imitator did it. And some imitator did this one as well. Maybe he was like, I retired after the 3rd heist. I don't know what people are still going on about me for. At Me Detective Agency. That's what this is called now? Oh no, this is just... Huh. This is a detective agency? Looks more like the set of some B-grade horror movie.
Hello? Is anyone here?
It looks like nobody's home.
What a waste of time. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento.
Don't you dare, Maya. Guess we'll have to try back later. That's fine with me. So we have to go from here to the detention center. That's what I thought. Okay.
Hey, pal, welcome to the detention center.
You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you?
Yep. After all, we got Mask to Mask.
Right, but, so where's the Sacred Urn?
Oh. Sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case.
Huh?
Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth.
You know, he's right, Nick.
He is?
If you think about it real hard, we are the victims.
Well, I guess so, in a way.
I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases.
Excuse me.
But anyway, I have to get the Sacred Urn back.
Please, don't just ignore me! Hello.
Who are you? I'm Mask to Mask? Okay? Hey, Nick. Doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? I'm Ron Delight, the famous Mask to Mask.
I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. Okay, we gotta think of your voice. Because it definitely has to be something pitiful. And the most pitiful voice I can think of also has a British accent tied to it. Where it's like the,
Please, sir, can I have some more?
You know? Or you could do like a Bakura voice from Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like,
Oh, that's wonderful! Oh, hello, Yugi! It's nice to see you!
you know, like that kind of thing. Alright, well, I mean, let's try both of them, I guess, and see like what fits. So you're the Mask to Mask guy?
Yes, you bet! No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes, and sort of no. If you know what I mean.
Why are those other words like not highlighted?
What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled mask to mask, it's actually mask to mask.
Yeah, that does seem better, actually.
What's with this guy?
Well, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much.
Don't do that. Don't look at me like that. I don't need your pity.
And a major crybaby, too. So, why did you give yourself up?
Well, you see, it's because, well, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt, am I right?
Priceless treasure? That broken old urn?
I have a little favor to ask.
Yes, what is it?
Could you go and talk to Desi?
Desi? So who is this Desi person?
Please don't talk about my wife like that!
I guess she must be his wife.
I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout?
Hideout?
Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I meant to say my secret base.
Secret base?
Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pelpape. Pelpape! 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick. To Master Mask's hideout.
Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout.
Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people.
Is his voice supposed to be like changing when it... Or is that like a mistake? I don't know.
Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear what he just said.
Oh, is he like whispering? Oh, okay, I can do that. Especially the last part. Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little?
Yes, sir. I will. I promise. Maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything.
Mr. Damask, about the urn.
Oh, yes, the urn. Right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Enough already, just tell it to us straight. Please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it!
What? What did you just say? Did you say you lost it?
Yes. No. Maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I lost it. Like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag. You know.
What? You forgot our sacred urn on a train? Wait a minute, you went on the train dressed like that?
No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just lost it somewhere. I don't know where.
This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting.
Are you really sure this creep is Mask to Mask?
Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit I understand your doubts about this guy.
I'm really sorry I caused so much trouble. If you're so sorry, then you shouldn't have stolen it in the first place. But the only thing I did wrong was lose it. That's not right. I was wrong either way. I'm sure the owners of the other treasures feel the same. He sure seems sorry. Who would have imagined that such a famous thief would have such a pure heart?
What do you think about this?
I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. Well, the thing is, I don't really know if I can say one way or the other.
I didn't really catch that. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything.
Oh, that's Mask Damask's calling card. Pretty nice looking, huh?
He looks so happy.
I'm not very good at writing, you see. So I bought a book called How to Write Business Letters and studied hard.
Well, I guess you could call thievery a type of business. Alright, that's pretty much all we have to... Dude, doing that voice makes me so hungry. It, like, is draining the food from my stomach as we speak. It takes a lot of effort to do this shit. Voice acting is fucking hard, alright? It's exhausting. Wow, check this place out.
No doubt about it, this is Master Mask's hideout, alright?
Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Oh.
Huh? Who are you people?
Are you Desi Delight?
That's right, I'm Desiree. Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim.
Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you.
I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nicky Boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie.
Well,
you're welcome.
Did she really call me Nicky Boy? Dude, what should we do for you? She's like... She seems sporty. Those goggles seems like she's like a snowboarder or like a... I don't know, skydiver? Skydiver, that's what it is. But she's got like wheels on her ears, so she's probably like a racer of some kind. And she's got a motorcycle. She races motorcycles. Dude, she races motorcycles! And may also be a marksman and a skilled fencer. Dude, she's got it all. Dude, is this a top tier waifu? Dude, did we find a top tier waifu? Another one? But like, hopefully this one doesn't devolve into a murdering scumbag? About your husband. Dude, why the fuck is she dating him?
Come with me, Desiree. I'm much better.
Hee, isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. A bit? By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV?
Huh? Really?
They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at a law office now. Remind me not to watch that channel's news program. After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me! I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible.
Huh? But are you saying he didn't?
Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that?
Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure. And he's, you know...
Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? Ooh, if she was in the dark, that would be much more interesting. But I mean, look at the frickin' hot air balloon with the mask emblem on it. Oh, but nobody knows about the calling card, that's true. That's not public information. Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life.
Oh, excitement, huh?
Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line. You know what I mean? Well, I think that depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways. Other ways? Dude, the sex must be bomb. Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich, and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day, it actually happened. His head actually started to spin. Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife. Aw, man, she's losing points already.
So where does Mr. Delight get all this money from?
I mean, she's a gold digger, so like...
Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it.
He's a security guard. I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Can you tell us about what happened last night?
What time did that incident take place again?
What time was it again, Maya?
Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Ah, last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I always do my best flying at night.
Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right?
Yes. Anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home.
Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi.
Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at that time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep.
So basically, he's got no alibi. So what do you know about this?
No, you can't show her that, Nick. That emblem is top secret, don't you remember?
Oh! Oops, sorry about that. But the way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did.
Ooh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else.
I can't think of anything that would be relevant. Excuse me, but would you take a look at this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't the faintest idea. I guess I just don't get out enough. Ooh, that's so mysterious looking. I love stuff like...
Oh, I thought you were gonna not do anything.
Really? That's one of our most treasured possessions. There's going to be a whole exhibit at Lordly Taylor with these types of things.
Maya looks so happy. She's lit up like a 1,000-watt bulb.
Terrific! You can count on Ronnie and me to be there. Sounds like fun. Huh? Oh, yeah.
Oops, looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker.
Ooh, that's so mysterious looking. I love old stuff like this.
Okay, yeah. Same thing. And then the Sacred Urn, we already showed her that. What about the Shishishitoto? Oh, yeah, these are all just that stuff. What about, you know about anything about the camera data? No. And I've talked to you about everything. So that's all there is. We can examine the place, I suppose.
It's Mask to Mask!
There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck.
Let me see that.
Click.
I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen.
Alright, well, if he's Mask to Mask, then he probably would have a British thing. But, like, he wouldn't be that timid, I'm sure. You know, alter ego's like, it's like the Trilogy thing. Like, you can just completely change yourself.
I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick?
This thing looks vaguely familiar.
Oh, I know. It's a fishbowl. Well, an upside-down one, anyway.
I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet. Oh, that's Old Bag's outfit.
And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it.
I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver.
Nick, do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit?
Getting lectured by Maya to be more of an adult, that's a new low. There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here.
Duck and cover! It's a missile! Did you know there's dynamite in missiles?
But they're not heavy enough to be real. Oh wait, they're just really well-made toys.
What are these rolls of paper stuck in a trash can? Theft of the Mazarin Stone, the Great Albatross Strategy. Theft of the Immortal Goddess Statue, the Great Knuckle Bomber Strategy.
Did the police even investigate this place?
Hey, Nick, look on top of the chair.
Looks like an envelope and a letter.
Well, don't just stand there. Come on, let's read it.
Yeah, Desiree's just standing there the whole time like, oh, let's just let them rifle through our place. Maya, you know we shouldn't do that.
What are you talking about? That letter could be an important clue.
No way. You can't just go reading a private letter because you feel like it.
It's not just because I feel like it. It really could be important.
If I was sure it was a clue, I guess I wouldn't mind. Oh my god. Phoenix Wright is so stuck up. It's a bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged inside a nice frame.
Look, Nick, it's a fake beard.
There's also a mask made out of cardboard.
Here, Nick, try on this fake beard. Come on, try it on.
Hey, cut it out!
Now put on the mask. It's Phoenix Damask. Let's borrow it for a while.
No way, I'm not stealing from a thief. I have enough bad karma as is. Yo, is this the judge's facial hair? Plot twist, the judge was Mask Damask all along.
Nick, it's a torpedo.
It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real.
Where could he have picked up something like this?
I don't know, from Black Manta's dead dad? Oh, damn, Aquaman. Okay. Please don't say that torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. There are a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic-sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves.
Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck into them.
Let's see here. Note, must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Note, a calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. Wow, Ron really studied his stuff. Dude, there's a refrigerator here. I'm so hungry. Weird that you can't examine these guns and stuff. Well, that's pretty much it. That's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.